Hello, my name is Rosemary. Welcome to your 30-minute seated weight class today. All you'll need today is a nice sturdy chair, preferably without any arms so you can have some movement around the side of the chair. I've chosen to put it on a mat so it stays nice and stable since I'm on a hardwood floor. Also have some water over at my side and a pair of weights. If you don't have any weights, you can use some water bottles or some cans from your pantry. Or just do all of the exercises just with the motion without the weights in your hand. I've chosen today to use 3-pound weights, but please feel free to use the weights that are appropriate for you. You can even have a couple different options. So when we're doing some things that are a little bit over the head or with your shoulders, maybe a little bit too heavy, and you can alternate and switch and modify where needed. So I'm going to sit up nice and tall in my chair and look forward to spending the next 30 minutes with you. My feet are planted, and I'm going to try to make sure that my knees are in line with my hips, and then my knees are straight down in line with my ankles, so I have a nice 90-degree seat. My shoulders are going to roll back, and I'm going to engage my abs and slightly lift the rib cage. And we're going to start with just a warm-up, so I'm going to lift the arms up, take a nice deep breath in, and exhale all the way out. And we're going to go 2 more times right here, and then slowly bring it out. Great job. And last one all the way up. And I'm going to keep those arms up, reaching overhead. And I'm just going to reach towards the sky, right and left, stretching through my side body, keeping my hips engaged down into my seat, breathing naturally, just inhaling through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's go for one more set. And then slowly draw those arms down. Perfect. And I'm going to roll my shoulders, warming up the shoulders and upper back, widening through the chest. Just take some deep breaths and enjoy the stretch. Feels so good. This is one of my favorite things to do. Excellent. And then I'm going to come back to center, and I'm just going to rotate my arms side to side, twisting through my trunk, warming up my mid and lower back. Okay, my head is going to follow, so I'm kind of gazing down at my hands as I twist from side to side. And my hips and feet are secure on the chair. And last 2. And one more time. Good. And slowly come back to center. You're going to bring those arms back down. So I'm going to warm up a little bit with the legs. So I'm going to start with a lower and lift of the heels, still engaging my core, sitting up tall, nice strong posture, squeezing through the back of the legs, lifting. Good. And my hands are just resting, or you can bring them down to your side, whichever is comfortable for you. And just breathing here. And one more to go. Let's hold those heels up, and I'm going to pulse, 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 and just give a little bit of heat to the calves. 2 and 1. Great job. And now I'm going to lift the toes, warming up the shins, front of the legs, down through my ankles. Last 2 and 1. I'm going to hold it up. Little pulses. Lift, lift, lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. And now opening up through our hips. So I'm going to pick that knee up. I'm going to open up to the side. And then I'm going to slowly come in, really staying anchored down into my chair. My posture is still staying strong and tall. Good. And I'm inhaling and exhaling. Excellent. Let's go for one more on each side. There we go. Come on, bring it in. And last one, just for our warm up, I'm going to do a heel press. I'm just going to bring the leg out. So for me, I really need to sit up in the chair because my legs are shorter, and I want to make sure that I can extend my knee fully as I'm bringing the leg out. And I'm driving that heel forward, still staying tall in my posture. Excellent. And let's go for 2 more. And then on the right, I want you to hold that leg out, plant the other foot down. I'm going to take a nice inhale. Make sure you're secure on your chair. And as I exhale, I'm going to hinge forward and reach up. And exhale. And then reach up. And I'm just bending as far as my hamstrings will allow. And scooping the arms up to the sky. And let's go for 1 more. Perfect. And I'm going to bring that leg right back home, and let's try the other side. So I'm going to lengthen up, make sure I'm secure on my seat, open up through the chest. Good. And exhale. Inhale up. Scooping those arms and reaching them up towards the sky, lengthening through the back of the leg. My toe is reaching. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. All right. Coming back to center. Remember, anytime you need a sip of that water, go ahead and grab it. Anytime you need a pause, just go ahead and pause that tape and then come right back when you're ready if you need to. All righty. So working at our own pace, I'm going to grab my weights on my side. So decide which weights you want to use today or adjust. Use your own body weight. Okay, I'm going to readjust my posture sitting up tall, feet are planted down in front. I'm going to bring my arms down to my side. We're going to start with some bicep curls, and I'm going to turn the palms towards you. I'm going to roll those shoulders up, back, and down so I really have a nice open, wide collarbone. So I'm going to exhale as I lift and squeeze towards the shoulder. And I really like our focus today to be on the muscles. So I don't want to think of speed, trying to rush through it and get it done. So I just want to focus in on the muscle that I'm working on, taking my time and enjoying getting the body a little bit stronger every rep. Great job. All right, I'm going to do one more on each side. And now I'm going to double it up. So I'm going to bring both arms up at the same time as I exhale and inhale. So I really want to think of lifting and lowering. So I'm making the effort to bring the arms up, and I'm using effort to bring the arms down and not just letting them fall. Great. And we're going to go for 4 and 3, 2. Start to feel the engagement of your biceps. Excellent. And bring it down. All right, we're going to work on overhead press now. So I'm going to bring those arms up into what I like to call like a football post. So I drop my shoulders, I widen the elbows out to the side, and I lightly hold the weights, and I'm really pressing through the palms of my hand. I inhale to prepare, and as I exhale, I'm just going to alternate and reaching those arms up overhead for a press. And then when I bring the arms down, I'm bringing them right back to the bottom of that football post and not bringing them all the way down to my rib cage. So I want you to think of the shoulders pushed down. Think about your back and chest engaging. Make sure you're not rounding or arching your lower back. Stay in your firm posture. And one more on each side. Good job. And now we're going to double it up. You're going to inhale. Exhale, lift both up, right back to your football post. Good. And bring it down. Make sure to stay wide. Take your time. And please, if I am on 1 repetition and your speed is a little faster or a little slower than mine, just work at your own pace. Once I give you the instruction on the exercise, then just take your time where you need to be. We don't need to be on the same one, okay? And let's go one more. Good, and I'm slowly gonna bring those arms down, roll the shoulders. Good, now we're gonna add those 2 exercises together. So we're gonna bicep curl, and then I'm gonna reach those arms up into our overhead press. So I'm gonna start where we started in the beginning. Arms are gonna be open and wide, shoulders back and down, palms facing. I'm gonna curl, I'm going to rotate, and then I'm going to press all the way up. I'm going to bring them down. I'm going to unrotate and bring them all the way back. So I curl, rotate, lift as I exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And lift. Excellent. Still keeping my feet firm on the floor. We're going to go for 4 more. Here's 3. Good job. And 2. And 1. Excellent. Come on and bring it home. Now we're going to work our triceps. So that's going to be the upper back of our arm. Okay. So How I like to think about this, I try to put my hands in my pockets, and I'm going to rotate just a little so you can see me better, but you stay nice and straight. So hands go in your pockets, and my elbows are going to draw back and down. And then I'm slightly going to hinge forward. I'm going to inhale to prepare. As I exhale, I'm going to draw both arms back, squeezing through the back of the arm, and then come right back to my pocket. If you'll notice, my elbows are staying behind the body. Okay, I'm going to come forward so I can reach a little better. I'm going to press and release. Make sure those shoulders stay down, elbows stay back. The work is when you're extending the arm and squeeze the back of your arm. Exhale. Good. Try to relax the neck. Sometimes we put some tension in the neck. So once you have the motion of the exercise, try to relax your neck and shoulders. Exhale on the squeeze. You're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and on 1, I want you to hold those arms up and long, drop the shoulders, and just hold them there. Think of the pinky side reaching up a little higher towards the ceiling, and just hold. Engage your abs. Press those feet down into the floor for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bend and come on up. Take a rest. Excellent. Hopefully you felt that. All right, we're going to come into a chest press here. So I'm going to use my chair as a guide. I'm going to sit up in my chair just a hair, and I'm going to keep a nice flat back, and I'm going to hinge back into the chair. So my upper back is leaning into the chair and gives me a little support. I want to make sure not to arch around my lower back, and my hands are going to come at my sides. Hands are at the shoulders. You're going to inhale and exhale. You're going to press right up in front, making sure to keep your abs engaged and not letting that pressure come into your lower back. You keep working. I'm going to turn just a little bit so you can see my arms. Good, keep working. So gazing up, diagonal into the room. I'm kind of looking at the corners of the ceiling. And I'm going to come for 2 more. Abs engaged. Last one. Slowly bring it down, bring those arms down, and let's hinge back up. Wonderful job. All right, we're going to go into our row series. So I'm going to do some narrow rows and then some wide rows, working through the back and chest. So feet are still planted in line with your hips. Make sure you're in the proper position. And I'm going to hinge forward slightly, keeping my back flat, engaging my core to keep my torso up and solid. My arms are going to come down in a diagonal fashion. My shoulders are going to relax, and I'm a little bit down past my knees. I inhale to prepare. As I exhale, I'm going to squeeze the upper back and bring my elbows reaching. And I want to feel my weights brushing my rib cage or brushing my sides. So I'm going to turn. You keep working. I just want to show you a side view. So I'm going to draw back. Exhale. Good. Keep working. Make sure your back is nice and flat. I like to engage and push down into my heels so I feel secure in my seat. Excellent. Let's go for 4 more. 3, take your time. Let's not rush. 2, and 1. Draw it back and hold it for 4, 3, squeeze, 2, 1, and then come on and release sitting up. Great job. All right. Same concept, but this time it's going to be a wider row. So I'm going to, again, hinge forward. So take a moment to watch. I'm going to bring hands in front, palms are facing down, shoulders are relaxed. My elbows are soft. I'm going to inhale to prepare. As I exhale, I'm going to draw the elbows up and back in a diagonal fashion. And then I'm going to bring them right back down to center. So I'm going to exhale as I reach up and back and inhale. So now I'm really working through the upper back and chest. My abs are engaged. I feel my stomach muscles working, my core getting stronger, pressing into the feet so my legs have slight engagement. Good. Drop the shoulders. Try to squeeze through the back and chest. Wonderful. Last 2. and 1. Pull and hold. Drop those shoulders. Hold the lift for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly come on and bring it down and shake it out. Great job. All right. Going to go into a chest fly. So we're going to work a little bit more towards the front of the chest, and same concept, but we're going to open up the arms to the side. So I think of my chest and collarbone nice and wide, my elbows soft, and I think of having big eagle wings as I open up the weights towards the side. So again, we're going to hinge forward. I'm going to press those heels down into the floor, engaging my core. Nice solid strength. My lower back is tucked in and feeling nice and secure. Hands are going to come to the side with a nice big rounded arm. I'm going to inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to open, now drawing the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhaling and reaching. Beautiful. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding here. Now we're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly come on, bring it in and relax. Beautiful job. Okay, remember, if you need some water, good time to grab it now as we're transitioning to our next exercise. All right, let's start moving down on the body. We're going to work some of our core and abs. All righty. All right, I like to keep my weights into my chest. Feet are planted, and I think of myself as pulling up a blanket on my chest or up my up to my neck, and really relaxing the arms and kind of snuggling in. I like to lengthen through the back. Abs are pulled in. Lower back is secure. I'm going to keep that flat back. Make sure you're up in your chair. As I exhale, I'm just going to allow the body to hinge back and try not to round or arch my lower back. Right where I start to barely touch the tip of the back of the chair, I'm going to draw myself back up. Right? If this is putting a little pressure on your back, try it without the weights. Okay? And make sure that you're keeping your abs secure to give that extra support. So I exhale as I come down and inhale up. I also want to keep my head and neck in line with my spine. So I'm just allowing it to naturally flow back and draw in. Good. And you should start to feel that engagement as you exhale. Take your time and pause, and then slowly draw yourself back up. And then draw yourself back up. Beautiful. Let's go for 2 more here. And 1. And let's try to hold this one back for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release. Beautiful. All right. Same exercise. We're going to add a little onto it. So we're going to add a knee lift. So still keeping your tall posture. Back is flat. I'm going to inhale to prepare, have a nice grip on my weights. I'm going to exhale as I draw back, and I'm going to hold, making sure my lower back is secure. I'm going to lift the right knee, slowly drop it down. Lift the left, slowly drop it down. I'm going to add my exhale on the lift to really fire up my powerhouse, engaging the core, knees coming straight up, trying to work with a little control and precision. Take your time. If the lift isn't working for you, just hold. Do your best. Good. All right, next one, I want you to bring that right one up. Exhale, hold it up there. And now little pulses, there's a string. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Other side, lift. Little string pulling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release, and let's hinge back up to center. Drop those weights. Take a breath. How are we feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling engaged all around. All right, let's keep working on those abs. So same idea. We're going to add the knee lift and we're going to add a rotation from side to side to start working our side body a little bit. So arms are going to come back to my chest. I'm going to relax the upper body. I'm going to draw the shoulders back. I'm engaging my abs, making sure I'm not rounding or tucking. I'm going to inhale to prepare. As I exhale, I'm going to lean back. I'm going to lift the right knee and I'm going to rotate to the right. I'm going to come back to center, drop the knee and come up. So break it down piece by piece. Hinge it back, lift, rotate, come back to center and drop the knee. Come home. Exhale, hinge back, lift the knee, rotate, back to center, drop it and come home. Good job. Hinge back, lift the knee, rotate, come back to center, drop the knee and bring it home. Got the idea? So I want you to work at your own pace. Oops, yep. Okay, there we go. Now I lost my rotation there. Here we go. Lift, rotate, center, drop the knee, come home. Let's do one more on each side. You're going to hinge it back, lift, rotate, come in, drop the knee, come up. Last one, left side, knee, rotate, come in, bring it down, and come up. Great job. I want to do that one more time. We're just going to add a little bit of pace and we're going to make a little bit more flow. Okay. So I'm going to lift and rotate at the same time with my twist. I'm going to bring it in. Good. Bring it, rotate. Good. We have 8 more to go. 7, 6, 5, exhale, 3, 2. All right, one more on each side, and we'll finish up right here. Perfect. Come back to center. All right, let's move down a little bit towards the legs. So I'm going to bring my feet and ankles in line with the hips, knees in line with the hips. I'm going to place my weights on my legs and I'm going to come up to maybe mid-thigh. Shoulders are back and down. I'm going to start with just a little lift and lower of the heels. My rib cage is lifted, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good job. Just kind of waking up the calves again. All right, now I'm going to work right through the hip, engaging the abs, working the legs. So I'm going to take an inhale, and as I exhale, I'm going to lift. So we're going to do a seated march. Knees are lifting. Every time that knee comes off the floor, I want to make sure that my lower back stays connected and I'm not rounding every time I lift. I want to stay tall, so there's a string towards the back of my head pulling me up through my spine, and just marching in place, adding a little bit of that weight. Relax and soften your knees. Good. Last 2. And 1. Good. All right. Now we're going to take our legs out to the side. So I want to lift and open to the side, touching down on the floor, lift and come back home. Lift and open to the side and come back home. Lift and open to the side, come back home. So notice that I'm not letting my whole body turn. I'm still staying forward. The work is in the hip. Beautiful. Now we're going to do 4 more. Here's 4. Three more sets to go. Last two. And one. Good job. All right, come back to center. All right, sitting up tall in my chair, make sure secure on the floor. And I like to make sure I'm under my knees. And for this exercise, I'm going to bring the feet out just a tad past the knees. So I feel very secure in my chair. So while I'm leaning forward, I can feel my heels pressing into the floor as a stopper. My arms are going to come down to my side. I'm going to roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And my back is flat. Feet are pressed into the floor. And arms are just long levers with weights on the bottom. So I inhale to prepare. As I exhale with a flat back, letting my arms just hang, I'm going to fold forward. And then I'm going to press through the heels and use my abdominal muscles to draw myself back up as I exhale. Okay. Inhale as I come down, nice flat back. Take your time, folding forward, trying to stay flat, and then lift. Inhale and lift. Making sure on that fold, you're not rounding those shoulders. You want to stay wide. Let the arms just hang as levers in front. Push through the heels. Use your abs to lift up. We're going to go for 4 more. Take your time and lift. 3 more. Last 2. And we got 1 more. Beautiful. All right, come on home. And last one, I'm going to bring my arms up to a 90-degree angle. Let me turn to the side. You stay where you are. I just want you to see that my elbows are drawn to my side. And I want to make sure my wrists don't fall with the weight. So I want to turn those wrists up. So I pretend I have like a motorcycle and I'm revving it up. And I'm keeping the wrist in line with my forearms. And then my wrist in line with my elbows. So coming back to center for you. Shoulders are back and down. I'm just going to open to the side, keeping the elbows pinned at my rib cage, and then slowly come in, making sure my wrists feel secure. Opening and closing, working your rotator cuff. Open. Great job. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. I want you to keep it open. Drop the shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to draw those arms up to the side and then slowly come back. Bring those elbows to your rib cage. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more to go. And 1, I want you to lift and try to hold that lift. Drop the shoulders, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly bring those arms down. Take a rest. Great job. So I'm going to take my weights. I'm going to put them down, making sure they're cleared from underneath my feet. Bring them to the side or underneath my chair. So when I stand up, I don't trip on them. We're going to do a minute of stretch just to kind of reconnect with our bodies after that workout. I'm going to roll the shoulders back. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. I'm going to bring my arm across the chest, tucking that hand underneath, drawing in, dropping my shoulder, feeling a stretch through the back. I'm going to look over my shoulder. Come back to center. And let's try other side. Reach across, drop your shoulder, drawing in towards the chest. Just pause here. And look over the shoulder. Come back home. Good. Slowly bring it in. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. And I'm slowly going to let the elbow rise up towards the sky. and find the range of motion that works best for you. Maybe you can come all the way up top. Maybe you're right here. Do the best you can. I'm going to stretch through the back of the arm and release. One more other side, pat on the back, slowly lift, maybe up top. Good, and slowly bring it down. I'm going to bring that heel out, pressing that heel down to the floor, toe up, and we're going to do those reaches again. Two, and one, and then other side. So I'm going to bring the foot in, extend out, sit up nice and tall, and scoop and reach. Two more to go. And one. Great job. And slowly come on, bring it in. 3 cleansing breaths, reaching up to the sky. Exhale. 2 more, big breath in. Last one. And then bring those arms all the way down. How are we feeling? I hope fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today for our 30-minute seated weight exercise class. And I will see you again soon. Bye.